Alright, before we get into this video, I want to just say that the video didn't go exactly as planned, so there's some clips from just random clips of my day, and then there is, at the end of the video, I'm going to be talking about if the Sonic is a good tuner car. So if you want to see that, go ahead and skip ahead to that part.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sabot's Garage. Today, I'm getting ready to go to work, and then there's some fun stuff planned at the end of the video. Hopefully, we're gonna see where the day takes us, go from there. But as for right now, we're on our way to work. I just pulled up to work. I'm gonna try to take some clips at work. I don't know that I'll be able to film much. Saturdays aren't super interesting, so it might just be like some time lapse. Gotta work for a little bit today, and then I'm hitting the gym, and then gonna be doing stuff in the garage later on, maybe. Got the tools packed up. Alright, just got done with work. About to take some of my Gains Club pre-workout, and a nice scoop in there. My first reaction, I haven't tried this yet. Tastes good. And now we're off to the gym. Alright, just got out of the gym, had a good lift. Now we're about to be on our way home and then see what we're gonna do in the garage. Alright, so it's the next day. It was freezing last night, so I didn't end up working in the garage, but I'm gonna try to film a couple things today to make it a video. Drink my greens powder in the morning. It's the best greens powder I've ever tasted.
I'm going to be answering the question, can the Chevy Sonic be a good tuner car? The Chevy Sonic came with either a 1.4 liter turbo 4-cylinder or a 1.8 liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. Now either option claims 138 horsepower, but the 1.8 liter claims 125 foot-pounds of torque, while the 1.4 liter turbo is 148. Both options have very good gas mileage, which is generally what the car is used for, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. The Sonic is widely looked at as an economy car with no real potential for mod, but for the select few car guys that find themselves driving one every day, we wonder, what kind of mods are out there for these cars? Can the 1.4 liter make any power? The prime example is the ZZP Drag Sonic.
The shelf stuff, except for, at this point, 3 pieces.
Which has ran a 10-second quarter mile and makes 600 horsepower to the wheel. Now, for the average guy, we don't have the time or money to put into that, so I wouldn't be expecting 600 horsepower out of one, especially not as a daily driver. And for the time, the labor and money that you're gonna put into it, you could just buy a faster car. I mean, if you really love the car, then you know it's possible. Another thing to note about that specific car, they have a video of the engine being tore down, and it's pretty impressive, to be honest with you. But on the side of things that are much more reasonable, there's plenty of mods out there that can make for a very fun car. Along with that, they claim that the car can be running in the 12-second area of the quarter mile time, which is a pretty quick car. I know that the social media and everybody tells you that a 10-second car and anything above that is slow, but a 12-second car is pretty fast. In my opinion, with the price of parts and the amount of them that are out there, I think it's one of the best starter tuner cars that you can get into. A turbo 4-cylinder with a 6-speed manual, that's pretty much what the early 2000s tuner scene always wanted. There's 3 main tuning companies: zzperformance, Bad News Racing, and Trifecta Tuning. ZZP has the widest range of parts, but I've heard questionable things about the actual quality of those parts. I have a few ZZP parts on my personal car, and I haven't had an issue with them. The price point on the ZZP parts seem to be the lowest out of the 3. That's probably because they are a much bigger company than the other 2. BNR seems to be another top dog when it comes to parts for this platform and tuning. A lot of people live and die by BNR that are in this platform, and there's good reason for it. They make quality parts. Nobody seems to have problems with them. They make everything right, it seems, when something does go wrong. And personally, I've had a Cruise, a 2nd-gen Cruise that was tuned on BNR, and I had no issues with it, and it worked very good. One thing to note about Bad News Racing is that the reply times sometimes are a little bit longer because it is a small company, and as far as I know, there's pretty much just one guy that tunes, so you got to imagine all the people that are going through him, and he's got to keep up with all of that. Now, I've heard good and bad things about Trifecta, but Trifecta seems to have the cheapest option for tuning. Now, it seems to be more of an off-the-shelf type tune, meaning that it is not remote tuned custom to your build. So now they do have an option that is remote tuned and more custom to the car, but that one, the price point is up closer to BNR anyway. But the cheaper option is for a stock car, essentially, and can make more power, but it's going to be on the safer side, so you're not going to be seeing the same power gains off of that tune. That's going to be it for today's video. I appreciate everybody checking it out. No, it didn't go exactly as planned, and I'm not 100% satisfied with it, but it'll have to do for this video. I planned on the video being a little bit different. I didn't plan on posting this part about the Sonic. I'm just going off of what I've heard in that about everything with the Sonic. Hope that I'm going to be leaving links down below to the videos that I used from ZZP, and I'm also going to leave links down below to each of their websites so you can go check them out for yourself. Leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.